So one video people have been suggesting recently is they want to see a tour of my house. Well, in a bit of disappointing news, I don't have a house. I have a condo. But to lessen that disappointment, maybe just a little bit, I'm going to still give you guys a little bit of a tour. And it also gives me a chance to test the camera on the S22 Ultra even more. So we're going to go around this whole place. I'm not really anything special, but maybe this will serve as a little behind the scenes look into what I like to call the Glenpire because I'm cheesy. So without further ado, let's let this tour begin. So the first thing you guys are going to notice is the ever so popular table that I do so many of my reviews on, and I still have my Rockstar Unplugged sitting here. Over here is my Canon EOS M50 camera that I usually use to do my reviews, as well as my other tripod, which I'm actually getting rid of because I bought another tripod, which is over here somewhere. I have no idea where I put it, and my box cutter. Now, this table I've had since I moved out. I have a humidifier over there because sometimes a draft gets in. I do have a fireplace in the condo, which I do have to get inspected every year. And I want to warn you guys, some things might look a little bit messy because I really didn't do much cleaning. I have these couches that I actually got from my aunt when I moved out because she had them in storage in her basement since she moved like 15, 20 years ago. Let's look over here real quick because out here I do have my own balcony. You guys can see that I have actually beer still out here from Super Bowl that never got finished. My balcony, I don't really come out much in the winter. It definitely needs to be cleaned. Over there I do have some soda, if you can notice, because, you know, some people prefer soda over beer. And it does give a nice little outlook on the rest of the development. I do live right by the dumpsters, as you can see. As we turn around, you know, here is my main modern day gaming setup. So I have my PlayStation 5 there, my Nintendo Switch over here, as well as down here. These are all the games I need to beat. And my Blu-rays and movies and all that. The TV I have for gaming is a Samsung NU8000 2018 edition. I got this when I moved out. As you can see, I have YouTube up. Shout out to the people that are on my suggestions for my subscriptions. Over here, I do have another picture. I have a picture over there as well that I didn't show you. It's so good to be home. And this one was one that my niece and nephew got me for Christmas. I do have a little bit of a record collection here. My favorite one is up here in Living Color's Cult of Personality because I'm a CM Punk fan, as you know. It is just a Victrola turntable. It's nothing special, but it gets the job done. Now, this is a little bit of a newer edition that I got as a Christmas gift. It's kind of like a mini bar where I can hang wine, champagne glasses, and stuff up there. Up top, I keep any liquor I have, as well as snacks. I have an ice bucket, too. That's kind of cool. We got the closets over here. Now, this closet I'm not going to really show you guys because it's just storage and kind of messy. And this one, this is where I keep all of my jackets, my hoodies, and old Keurig that I probably should get rid of. That's my nephew's toys from when he was younger that I never gave back. And some, you know, Duraflame fire starters. Now, I think you guys are very interested in seeing is the full onslaught of the kitchen. Now, we're going to go into the kitchen. I did try to clean this up a little bit because my kitchen was a little bit messy, but I'm standing in front of it right now. Let's go back to the tour. So, in the kitchen, I have an air fryer that used to be a toaster oven and magically changed one day to an air fryer because toaster oven was always randomly catching fire. Whatever. I have a blender that I use in more the summer for protein shakes and stuff. This is just kind of a little onslaught of like my paper goods and all that, like paper plates, coffee filters, paper cups. In that growler over there is where I keep my loose change. There's some olive oil. There's my sink and my protein shakers. I have a Mr. Coffee coffee pot, a nice Samsung combo for the stove and microwave. In here is where I keep my plates, my mugs. As you can see, shout out to the Batman mug up there. And this cabinet is one I want to show you guys because this one is one everyone's kind of been wondering about. I always mentioned I had a cabinet full of tea, and now you can see firsthand. Here's the cabinet of tea and coffee. as well as some other things that are in there. But yeah, I wasn't lying when I said I had that cabinet of tea. I have a Batman magnet there. I have a little breakfast bar that I didn't really show you guys, and that's an essential oil diffuser over there, because sometimes I just like essential oils. Now over here, this cabinet's a little bit of a mess, so I warn you guys. This cabinet has just a whole bunch of stuff everywhere, from flour to spices to pasta. I kind of over-shopped one week, and that's what happened. Up on top of the fridge is my wide selection of Redcon 1 products. If you guys, have seen my supplement reviews, you guys know that I'm a big fan of Redcon 1. Actually, if you decide to buy some protein or pre-workout or anything, use promo code TGLENG20, get 20% off your order, but they always have sales of everything anyway. My freezer is kind of packed. My fridge, I definitely need to go food shopping because it's kind of empty now. It's also kind of a mess, but that's a whole nother story. It's kind of a mess because I'm kind of a mess sometimes. In here is where I keep like my vitamins and stuff, and like allergy medication. Over here, it's like other cups and stuff. This is when I meal prep. I have a lot of stuff up here, like reusable containers to bring them to work. But that's kind of it, nothing special. So as we're moving around, I do have like a nice little turtle thing. We're gonna go into the hallway. It's a nice, short little hallway. I have a 2-bed, 1-bath for anyone wondering. I do have my own laundry room, which I have laundry that needs to be done. Hot water heater, HVAC, I believe that is. And things along those lines. So the next place we're gonna go is into the game room, because that's another place that's very common for my videos that you guys are probably used to. You're never really used to seeing this angle of the game room, though. So I play my retro games on a TCL 4 TV that I bought back in 2018 as well. If you see here, I have my WWE title belt, my Atari 2600, a bunch of my handhelds. I kept the boxes for like my retro mini consoles. That right there, in case you guys don't know, is the rare Sega Gaga for the Dreamcast. And down here where you see the Final Fantasy logo, that is actually a Bandai WonderSwan Final Fantasy Edition. If we go to the other side, you'll see my consoles hooked up. I got the GameCube, TurboGrafx, my Saturn, PS2, 360, Dreamcast, Super Nintendo is under there, NES is under there, and my Wii U is under there. Now, over here, I kind of organized these based on manufacturer. So we have my Sega Master System, the Genesis, PlayStation 3, my original PlayStation 1 I got when I was 5, as well as like the mini console sitting up top. N64, Wii, Xbox down there. There's my PS4 box. This is actually a box from Limited Run Games from something I got a while ago. Some cans of Monster Reserve. I really need to clean this room up a little bit when I'm looking at it now. Guitar Hero controller. My 3DS is there, Wii U controller, the Nintendo Switch version of Streets of Rage 4. This couch I need to replace. It used to have an actual backing to it that kind of ripped off and all the stuffing was getting out, so I'm just using a pillow as a ghetto rig right now. Over here is my mini fridge, because this is, you get thirsty. So I have some Mountain Dew, some Lion Kugel, some cases of Zoa, the Rock's energy drink, and, it's kind of not filled up right now. I gotta fill that up. In this closet is where I keep my components, like my wires and controllers and setup. I organized them years ago based on the manufacturer. This used to be stuff that was in a side cabinet I had here that was needing to be replaced because it was falling apart. On this side, you guys may have noticed, is kind of just a little assortment of things. There's my Atari 5200 up there. I don't have it out because it's a huge console. Some Sega Saturn accessories, some just boxes, an old laptop, some pictures I never put up. This closet's also a mess. Now, here is where I store my games after I beat them. Now, let's zoom out a little bit, because up here, I have my pop figures, also my Batmobile that I got when I was just a wee little lad. But I have, Becky Lynch, China, Batman, Joker, and Skull from Persona, Edge, more Batman, Freddie Mercury. In the back over there, I got a box of Bootios. But here's my PlayStation 4 games. As you can see, they go back. Here's my Switch games. Here's a shelf where I put games I have to beat that are in this room. So, you know, it's not too bad. Compared to what I have out front, it's still huge and massive. Down here is my PS3 and PS2 collection. Then down here, I have my PS1 games, my Vita games, my PSP games, and my Xbox and Xbox 360 games. But that's not all for the game collection, because over here, I kind of have a few limited edition things that I haven't opened yet. Persona 5 Royal. I also do have over here, going back, Persona Q2 that's still boxed up. I got these when they came out. I haven't gotten to playing them. A Neo Geo mini pad. Down here, I have my Saturn games, as well as my Saturn imports. In this shelf, I have some of the newer games I bought that I haven't gotten to playing. And when I say newer, I don't mean they just came out. Like, you see Burning Rangers right there. Just more things that I wanted to separate, just in terms of priority. I also have my Wii U collection there. Now, on this side, things get very, very retro. I'm just trying to adjust the tripod a little bit. Because over here, here's some of my NES collection, which the rest of it is actually down here. But when we go up, I got my Dreamcast collection there, my Genesis collection, as well as my Master System collection on this side. Over there is my 3DS collection, my 5200 collection, my Game Boy and Game Boy Advance collection. And then on the bottom shelf is the Super Nintendo collection. I do own Earthbound, N64, GameCube, and then far over there that's covered by the guitar that I don't know how to play is my Wii collection. I also want to shout out this rocking chair that's been a family heirloom for a while now. It was my grandmother's, and I took it when I moved out. So, on to the next area. This is my bathroom. I got a big old mirror here. My bathroom's not really anything special. Shout out to the people who can see me right now. What up? I gotta clean this mirror, I'm noticing. It's a sink. It's like kind of a fake, I guess, marble or granite top. Got a lot of stuff out here. Deodorant, shaving cream, lotion, tongue cleaner for just, you know, oral health, mouthwash, isopropyl alcohol when I have to clean cartridges, more mouthwash, a water floss, more deodorant, This isn't all stuff you guys really care about. Here's my shower. It's kind of a cool looking shower, in case anyone wonders. Has a nice little design to it. Got all my shampoo and stuff there. Nice little shower head up here. But I'm going to bring you guys into a room now that we don't really see much on the channel, which is funny because when I started the channel, this, in my parents' house, was my main room, and that's my bedroom. So before we go into all of this stuff, let's go in to a fun little area. The walk-in closet. Now, my walk-in closet is a little bit of a mess, but this is where I keep the majority of my shirts, my clothes, my outfits. Coincidentally, you know, you guys probably think I only own like 5 shirts from what I wear on the channel, but yeah, I got a lot of stuff up here. A lot of storage. My collection of Jordan 1s are down here. I started collecting Jordan 1s before they got back into the rage, and it pisses me off that it's so hard to find them now, because for years I could just go into any shoe store and they were there. So I'm hoping that happens soon. Now I got some suits, some other jackets here. You may be wondering why I have this mattress here. Well, fun story about that. So I bought this mattress in May of 2020, only to realize that I need an adult when I shop, even though I'm almost 30, because this mattress was way too firm and it was giving me back spasms. So I put it aside when I bought my second mattress of a year back in the end of 2021, because I figure if I ever move out, I can make a guest bedroom, because this mattress is still relatively brand new. Now, let's close the door real quick, because I have another mirror here. And this mirror is the mirror I use to flex when I'm working out, because you all know that the cocky SOB in me definitely does that, so that's not a lie. Now, this dresser is old. It's dresser I've had since I was a kid, but it's still holding up. These are books that I bought that I still have to read. Many of you don't know, but I'm an avid reader. I believe reading is very important. And it's a nice little break when I don't want to play video games. Don't mind my hair too. I also just got out of the shower not too long ago before doing this video. Go back. This picture was actually gifted to me about 2 weeks ago. It's a picture of me and my sister from when we were kids. I have some anime over there, some melatonin, some fitted, especially my Batman fitted there. Now, here is my room TV. It's an old Samsung from like 2011. It's a 1080p Samsung LCD panel, which actually still holds up relatively well. Downhill here, you could see my PS4 as well as my mini consoles and my PlayStation Vita. A lot of my wires, guys, I understand I have to definitely do some cable management, but I got a PlayStation Classic, a Neo Geo Classic, Genesis Mini, and my Vita back there, as well as my PlayStation 4, which is now more or less used to just play Blu-rays or do PlayStation Remote Play, as well as my old HP laptop down there that I use in case this bad boy breaks, which it likes to do. As you can see, I have a Becky Lynch background and my YouTube analytics up there. Now, that monitor I did review. It is an Asus, I think it's a VG279QR, as well as an Anker webcam I bought recently. Let's see. Over here, we have my diplomas, as well as another essential oil diffuser, and a Jesus thing that I got when I was a kid. It's one of those things that, like, where you, like, look, it's kind of always staring at you. As a kid, I was obsessed with it at my neighbor's house, and they were trying to give it away at a garage sale. And I was sick that day, and they just gave it to me to feel better. So that's kind of cool. Back. Here's my microphone and headsets from when I do my music. And then here's my actual, like, trophies, because believe it or not, I was once athletic. I played soccer and baseball. My CD collection, my books I have completed, as well as my Pokemon cards and my yearbook from when I was a kid. Over here, it's a little end table. My old S20 still there, as well as the book I'm currently reading, All Adults Here by Emma Strobe. Great book. Here's my bed. For anyone wondering, it's a little messy. I just kind of put it together before doing this video, so it didn't look super messy. Now over here, I have an air filter, another end table. Down here, that's like a shoulder massager. Here's my weights. For anyone who doesn't actually think I own weights, because they're there. As well as a keyboard that I was actually blessed enough to get about 2 years ago. That was my great aunt's when she passed away. You know, they kind of just gave it to me, so that's kind of cool. Here's my Batman bathrobe. And, you know, that's, for what it's worth, kind of just my living arrangements. I have a weight belt that I've never used. Now let's go back out to the living room, I guess. There's my gaming chair as well. So, for what it's worth, I mean, I'm kind of a basic guy, so I didn't know what a lot of people were expecting to see here. Because at the end of the day, I'm nothing special. I'm just a regular dude living in a condo. So I hope this gave you guys a little bit of an insight of who I am, the games I play, the movies I like, how big of a Batman fan I am, and just how overall, I guess, retro and stuck in the 90s I could be with the way my game room's set up, all the systems, and how much of a nerd I am. I know I have so many different viewers for so many different things on this channel, whether it's my tea reviews, product reviews, positive speeches, gaming stuff. So, you know, I hope this showed a little bit of just all different aspects of me. And I hope the people who wanted to see the Condo tour, it kind of sounds like a musical tour, got to see what they wanted to see here. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Until next time, I'll catch you later, guys. Stay happy, stay healthy. See ya. Bye. Also, let me know how the quality of this video came out in terms of, you know, compared to my regular camera. I'm still kind of figuring out the S22 Ultra's cameras. You know, but that's a whole nother story. See you guys later.